Former President Bill Clinton is keeping silent this morning after Monica Lewinsky revealed new details about their affair in an A&E series.
I blurted out, I have a crush on you. And he laughed and smiled and then asked me if I wanted to go into the back office. And I did.
Well, the series called The Clinton Affair premiered last night. Tony Dokoupil is here with a look at how the public perception of Lewinsky has changed in recent years. Tony, good morning. I didn't get to see it, so I'm interested.
Yeah, it's interesting and how it's changed, how it will change in the future. I mean, Monica Lewinsky has felt that over the years she's been defined by others as a political problem or a late-night punchline. But now, in perhaps her most extensive interview to date, she seems to be taking on a new role as the author of her own story.
He, paid a lot of attention to me.
Monica Lewinsky says she still feels ashamed at how she behaved after meeting President Clinton as an intern at the White House in 1995.
My underwear had showing, my thong underwear, and I thought, well, I'll up the game. It was unnoticeable to everybody else in the room, but he noticed.
Once the affair began, Lewinsky says parts of the relationship moved out of her control.
If he called me, I couldn't call him back. I was completely at his mercy in that way.
3 years later, the affair made national headlines.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Bill Clinton eventually regained his footing on the public stage.
There's a lot of votes still in play here.
Lewinsky, meanwhile, reveals she considered suicide.
I was mortified and afraid of what this was going to do to my family.
What she's doing now is just taking back her own identity.
Elora Nanos is an attorney and columnist who's written about Lewinsky for the website Law and Crime. While President Clinton has largely avoided discussing the affair,
but you didn't apologize to her.
I have not talked to her.
Nanos says the public perception of Lewinsky is changing in the Me Too era.
Monica Lewinsky has recast herself as someone who was done harm by Clinton, by his presidency, by the press, by the public. So to some degree, she has flipped that script. But Bill Clinton is still a very powerful man. And as a result, she still does not have the full ability to rid herself of everything that went into vilifying her for decades.
But something Lewinsky hopes she can change is how we talk about her episode with President Clinton. It's not the Lewinsky scandal in her view, but the Clinton affair. Bye-bye Lewinsky scandal, she wrote recently. 20 years is long enough for that mantle.
I think it's good. A lot of people feel that it's good she gets to tell the story on her own terms. But I am wondering her end game here. Is she hoping that the perception of her will change? Whatever your perception was of her, is she hoping that it will change more?
She's hoping that by talking about it, she can find a better way forward for herself, but also act as a kind of warning for other people who may walk down a similar path.
Yeah, it's interesting. You have a new generation of people that are just learning about this scandal, people that covered it in the past, looking at it through a different scope now as well.
It makes me look at it a different way.
Yeah. Tony, thank you.
Yes, thank you.